here with Alexander Kolpokchi, co-founder and CEO of Base Markets. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you.
How is the event going so far?
Yeah, so far so good. First day.
Yeah.
Excited to see more of it.
Your first or?
No, first day here this year, but of course being here many a times.
Great having you.
Thank you, thank you.
Let's start with the beginning. What can you tell us about yourself? How did you end up being a co-CEO, a co-founder of a brokerage?
Yeah, I guess it all started in 2013 when I joined IG Markets as my first job. That was my first job in the industry as well. In London, in the IG headquarters office, I spent 6 years there before joining Pepperstone, moving to Dubai, and I've spent the last sort of 7 years at Pepperstone, most recently as their head of Middle East. And kind of bringing this to base markets that we're starting now. I think a lot that I have learned at IG and at Pepperstone I've sort of taken away with me into the mentality and the values that we're forming in base markets. I think IG and to a slightly lesser extent, I suppose, Pepperstone are all very incredibly regulated, lots of tier 1 licenses. And with that kind of comes the mentality or sort of the credibility that we also want to have in the base markets. We don't have the licenses yet, but that professionalism and that credibility is something that we may see out Kuwait.
So you felt it was the right time to go out and do something of your own after all these years of experience with major brokerages.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the time was right. I feel like I learned the right amount, and I felt like I could do base markets justice, or sort of set up a broker that's not just yet another broker that does the same thing that everyone else is doing. I do think there's some opportunity in the market to do it credibly, to do it genuinely. And that's, I think, in a way, the market has perhaps lost sight of that. And I think that's our opportunity.
So for someone who's hearing about base markets for the first time, what can you tell people about the company? I mean, what's been done differently on base markets?
Yeah, I think if I had to describe base markets in a few words, I would say it's a no-nonsense broker. There's a lot of brokers that are starting in a similar position to us. There's a lot of brokers that already exist, and it's almost the same old thing every time. High spreads, high rebates, bonus, I don't know, Lamborghinis, fireworks, and that sort of thing. And I guess unfortunately for some brokers it attracts clients, but I think that's not sort of the clients that we want to attract, or it's not the approach we want to take. I think we don't want to advertise Lamborghinis, bonuses, and fireworks. We'd rather keep the commission and the cost low and give clients the execution or the trading conditions that they want, rather than sort of taking their money to spend it on, I don't know, expensive private jet trips to go drive Lamborghinis and so forth. So I think we're really trying to build something that's credible, and that kind of puts the value, the value that the clients get, puts the value first, and not sort of the appearance of value.
And where's this journey at the moment? I mean, what needs to be done to accomplish your vision?
Yeah, it's still very much early days for us. So I think at the start of the year, approximately, we, as we call it, soft launched, or I guess we were operational in the sense that a client could go on the website and fund and open an account and trade, but we were not sort of public, we were not marketing, we were not pushing this. And we were quite lucky because we had a few friendly clients whose opinion we value, but who were kind of friendly and loyal enough to be our first clients and start trading with us and sort of give us their feedback and tell us where we need to improve. And I think we've used the last, whatever it is, 6 months or so wisely to kind of polish the edges that we had to do. And I think now thanks to these clients that we'll always be thankful for trusting us so early on. But I think now we're at a good stage where we can announce ourselves, we can explain what we stand for and who we are. So we're sort of nearing our hard launch, and I think we're ready to accept clients more broadly.
So you're building it around real feedback.
Yeah, correct. Real feedback. And I think, look, the improvement or the build out process of a broker is never complete. Even when we speak about the bigger brokers that we spoke about earlier, But I think for us, it was important to have real feedback. We knew some things we had to change, but when a client comes and trades and says, "Oh, actually, there's only that much testing we can do," but then it's real client feedback. And since we're sort of building a broker that is quite client-centric, and it's not just noise and fireworks, it's actual trading conditions, execution, liquidity. There was nothing like testing it for real with real clients.
So everyone's talking about trust and service and reliability. Um, what does it mean to you?
I think trust, and we could speak about trust for hours and its theoretical concepts, but I think in its core, trust is really just sort of doing what you said you would do. And I think perhaps that's kind of lost sometimes in this industry. Oftentimes, brokers might not want to disappoint clients or agree to things that they might not be able to do. And I think for us, we'd rather be upfront and say, look, this is what we can do. This is ridiculous. We can't. We're not going to tell you we can and then not be able to do it. And I think the same sort of approach with service. I want our service to be human, to be relatable, not sort of, nonsense. Oh, maybe yes, maybe no. I want the clients to be able to speak to their relationship manager directly, to have a human touch, not to have to speak to 3 AI chatbots before you can get through to someone who can actually speak to. And what was the final one?
Execution.
Execution. Execution, I think, goes sort of hand in hand with trust, sort of giving the level of execution that you said you want. And I think we see this where some brokers advertise with a very tight spread, and fair enough, when you go to trade, it is the tight spread, but it's good. And, top of book is only getting 0 point something lots, and then you just get psyched to. Yeah, I guess it's fine. It's the spread they advertised, but that sort of affects the trust. So I think for us, it's really about saying what we will do and then actually doing it.
So if you're speaking about the personal touch, anyone can call you, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
there's lots of clients who can call me, and I think I would prefer it. So with certain clients, perhaps that will call, but I do think I'd prefer to speak to our clients to hear it directly from them. And something that I also want us to strive to be like is commercially flexible. I think a lot of brokers perhaps start commercially flexible, but then become sort of complacent over time. Okay, this is the product, take it or leave it. It requires some IT work, we don't want to do it. And I think for us, and obviously at our early stage, we have to be commercially flexible, but I'd love for us to stay that way. And if clients want to call me directly to discuss some crazy idea that doesn't yet exist, we'll certainly try our best to implement it.
I understand. So I have a question in mind. We're sitting here at the 3rd floor at the IF Expo, and below us there are 2 floors packed with industry participants and a lot of competition. Convince me that your company is here for the long term. How do you build it to become long term and just not just something that will fade away?
Yeah, I think initially, kind of what we stand for, I think, is in a way different, because I don't mean to sort of insult anyone, but I think my honest opinion on the industry is that there is a lot of noise, a lot of, like I said, bonuses and Lamborghinis and so forth. And it's almost disappointing to see what has become of this industry. And I guess that comes at a cost. Who pays for the money sense and who pays for these things? So I hope it's a temporary trend, and that's something that we want to distance ourselves from, and we want to build a very credible client value first offering. So I think going into this project, or what BASE stands for, I would say already we are sort of different in our message, in our approach. And I had people tell me that bonuses is the only way to do it. That'll never work out for you. So I could be wrong, but that's the message that we stand for. And why it would work out for us, I think, are the 2 main things we have going for us beyond this message is the team. We have quite a good team together. Everyone is sort of at least 10 years of the industry, coming from reputable brokers, and kind of sharing the message of what we want to build. And they'll announce hires, I guess, in the months to come. But the team is really behind the idea of building something that we can actually be proud of, not some broker that's here today, gone tomorrow. Let's make money quickly, but sort of the long-term vision. And of course, the financial side of things, the backing that we have to make this possible. also in a way enables this long-term dream. We're fortunate enough to be backed by a fund. And of course that financially is good for us, but also their expertise, their leadership, their industry knowledge, but also they share our view. We need to build this slow and steady and reputably and honestly, because I think others who are in a different position, who have a certain amount of money and need to make or break, make it work, then of course you will do what you have to do, otherwise you're out of business. I think for us, the founders, the investors, the team, all share the Avatar vision.
So in 3 to 5 years, let's say, where do you see the company is going to?
Yeah, it's hard to think 3 to 5 years when the main focus now is to launch and hard launch and get off the ground. So I think for us, obviously, to get the hard launch off the ground first, the next step for us that I think we need to follow is to sort of back what we are saying. Okay, we are credible and we have this vision, but I think the market would like to see some licenses, some not offshore, but sort of tier one or whatever they're called licenses. That's a focus for us in the years to come, to bolster that credibility. And I think kind of beyond this, to expand our product offerings. Obviously, in our financial group, there's the second entity, the fund that supports us. And it would be nice to sort of expand our product offering, not just from leveraged CFDs products to perhaps managed funds to other asset classes. I really love for base markets, or the whole group that we are, to have a broad product offering and almost in a way be sort of the default place for investments, whatever it is, whether it's stockbroking, fractional, CFDs or managed funds. And I know the word super app gets thrown around a lot, and everyone's trying to do it to do it. And I think the right way to do it is if your clients want it, if the demand is there, that you do it. Because oftentimes you're going to see that super app gets done by, okay, let's white label crypto from someone and say we're offering crypto, and it's an afterthought, and it's a bolt-on and an add-on. It's that sort of a organic product set within the group. So in short, I think base, we need to launch, we need to grow more offices, more licenses, build out our credibility that we strive to have, and expand our product offering.
Okay, Alex, great talking to you. I wish you all the best. It's always exciting to see something growing.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.